My dear fourth grade children, how are you? Are you fine, mom? Are you stay at home? I hope that you are fine and you stay at home. Okay? I'm correct? Okay, mom. Okay, my dear children. Now listen here. Now we study the social subject. Okay? Do you like to study social? Okay, I know you are very interested to study social. Okay, mom? Okay. Okay, now we have learned first topic, that is types and the elements of maps. That's over. Then now we study the second lesson, that is now we follow the condition of the second lesson. What's the title of that lesson? That is major geographical forms. What more? Can you remember? Yes, that is major geographical forms. Isn't it? Okay? Okay. Yes. Now listen here, Ma. From this lesson, we already in the previous class we have learned that major geographical forms, that is continents, oceans and seas. Next, mountains, hills and valleys, then rivers, plateaus and plains. That is the last previous classes we learned it. Can you remember? Okay, mom. Can you remember it? Okay. So anyway, first of all, once again I recalls again. Okay. Okay, fine. Now see here, mom. That is already we know that Earth's surface is covered by land and water, isn't it? Land covers just about 29% of the earth. That is the 3/4 of the earth is covered water and 1/4 of the earth is the land part. So out of 100, 29% of this land covers only 29% only. Remaining 71% this earth oil water covers. Okay, so this water covers 71% and this land part only 29% only. That is the earth surface covered by land and water. Okay, this land has various features. Yes, land means it is not all the land part is not in the same condition. It is different features. That is, we study the major geographical forms. Okay, this land has various features. What are the various features? What are the major geographical forms? That's we in the previous class we have learned. What are the major geographical forms? That is continents, oceans, seas, mountains, hills, plains, deserts, plateaus, island and so on. Okay? Okay, ma? These water bodies are features such as, yes, this land part means what are the major geographical forms? That is land part and ocean part. Now listen here. What are the land part? This land has various features such as continents, mountains, hills, plains, desert, plateaus, islands and so on. That is a land part. What is the water part? These water bodies are features such as oceans, seas, gulfs, rivers, lakes and ponds. Can you understand now? Land part means continents, mountains, hills, plains, desert, plateaus, island. Okay, that is a land part. At the same time, water bodies means water bodies that features such as oceans, seas, gulfs, rivers, lakes and ponds. So in the previous class we have learnt. Okay, today's also I recall. Okay, once again. Now listen here. The largest among the earth landforms, that is continents. The largest among the earth landform is continents. Like that, the largest among the water bodies, that is oceans. Okay. Okay, ma? Okay. Okay, now we study that. Once again we recall. What is continents? Can you remember, ma? What is continents? Okay. Yes. This land covers only one part of the earth's surface. It spread across whole earth. The largest area of land are called continents. What is continents? The largest area of land. That is a continents. Okay, ma? That's you already learned. Can you remember it? Continent means this one point you keep it in your mind. The largest areas of land are called continents. Okay, ma'am? Okay, fine. Next, 7 continents. These are Asia, Africa, Europe, North America, South America, Australia and Antarctica. Okay. Then next we study that oceans and seas. Okay. Yes, that is, these continents are separated by large areas of water. These continents are separated by large areas of water. The very large and deep areas of water are called oceans. Okay, this is major geographical forms of earth. Okay, now listen here. So we study that continents. Continent means that land covers the largest areas of a land. Then next we study the oceans. Oceans also, the very large and deep areas of water are called oceans. Important oceans, 5 oceans. That is Pacific Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Southern Ocean and Indian Ocean. Okay, ma? Okay, fine. Okay. The next, smaller areas of water are called seas. What is seas? That is smaller areas of water. Oceans means the largest area of large and deep areas of water are called ocean. At the same time, sea means the smaller areas of water are called seas. Okay, that is Mediterranean Sea, Arabian Sea, Black Sea, South China Sea. Okay, ma? So we study that continents and oceans and sea. Then we now study that mountains, hills and valleys. That is also last class, previous class we have learned. Okay, now see here. Once again I recall. That is one is mountains. Mountains means that is the highest portion of land are called mountains. Any doubt for you? No. What is mountains? The highest portion of land are called mountains. Example, the Himalayas mountains in the north. Isn't it? They are formed due to movements inside the earth that sometimes change the surface of the earth. Okay. The tip of mountain is called peak. What is peak? The tip of mountain is called peak. These mountains are joined together in a chain. This is called mountain range. Okay. What is mountain range, ma? Mountains are joined together in a chain in some places. These are called mountain range. The Himalayas are the world's highest mountain range. Okay. The Himalayas are the world's highest mountain range. Okay. Next we study that hills. What is a hills? What is hills, ma? That is also high areas of land which are not as tall as mountains. Which is the tallest, which is the highest, that is a mountain is the highest portions of land. But hills means it is also high areas of land which are not as tall as mountains. Okay, are known as hills. A chain of hills is called range of hills. A chain of hills are called range of hills. A chain of mountain is called range of mountains. Can you understand now? Okay. Then valleys. What is valleys? That is also major geographical forms. The earth surface is one part only land. This land part is also not in the same. It is continents, mountains, hills, valleys, plateaus, plains, desert. So different type of geographical forms. Okay. Then now listen here. What is valley? That is also previous class we have learned. Can you remember? Then say more, please. Yes, the low land lying between two hills or two mountains is called a valley. That is a low land. It is not so high like hills or mountains. It is very low land. But it is lying in between two hills or two mountains. Can you understand? Okay. So valley means it's lying. It is a small low land. It is an ordinary land, but it is lying in between two hills or two mountains. It's called a valley. Valley spelling Valley. Okay, ma. Then, often streams or rivers flow through these valleys. River or streams that flow through the valley. So, such a valley is called river valley. Sometimes river flows through the valley, that is called river valley. It is very highest part of mountains that are always snow covered. Now listen here. Very highest part of mountains that are always snow covered. So there is no life. Mountains, the tip of the mountains called peak, that part is fully covered with snow, so that area is fully very cold. So there is have no life, but some plants, very less in number, plants, animals and people can live on the hills and in the valleys. Can you understand more? Okay. Yes, we studied that. Next geographical forms. Earth geographical forms, that is rivers. What is rivers? That is a water body. It is not a land part. It is a water body. Okay. Fine. A large body of water that flows continuously from highland to lowland is called a river. What is river? A large body of water that flows continuously from highland to lowland. Waters are always flowing. It's naturally it flows from highland to lowland, isn't it? So small rivers that have less water are called streams. So which is the biggest one? Rivers or streams? Rivers only very biggest. Streams means that is a small rivers that have less water are called streams. Rivers and streams contain a large part of the water found on land. Okay, ma? Then next we study that plateaus and plains. These are the major geographical forms of the earth. So we learned that already. We learned that continents, seas, oceans and seas. Then next mountains, hills and valleys. Then we study that rivers, streams. Okay. Then we study that plateaus and plains. That is a large stretch of highland that is flat on top is called plateau. These are the previous class that we have learned that is plateaus and plains. Plateaus means it is large, very extent of high land. It is just high land, but it is very stretched. Okay, and it is at the top. It is very flat. It is just a high land, very stretched area. At the top of that, it is very flat. So it is called a plateau. It is also often called tableland because it is high like a table, and at the top also it is very flat. Okay, so it is called tableland. Plateau is always called tableland. Never forget. Very important one. Okay, fine. Okay, ma'am. Then next. The plains are formed when rivers bring down and mud and soil from mountains. Next we study that plains. Flat means it is just a highland and flat like a table. But at the same time, plains means what, ma'am? Plains, Plains. It is also stretch area only, stretch of low, not for extent of plateau. Like plateau, it is stretchable area, but it is not so. Okay, and the land are almost flat land is called plain. It is low, land almost flat. But plateau means the land is high land. At the top also flat. But here plains means low stretch, and this land, flat land, almost flat land is called plains. Flat land, honored land. Okay, these plains are formed when rivers bring down mud and soil from the mountains. How these plains formed? That is, the rivers bring down mud and soil. It's a flowing term. Rivers flowing term. It is rivers bring down mud and soil from mountains. Whenever there is flood in this river, the soil that carries spread out of the land. Many hundreds of years this forms a plain. There is a large plain in North India, the Great Northern Plains. Okay, so plains means, can you understand, ma? Plains are formed when rivers bring down mud and soil from the mountains. Over many hundreds of years, this forms a plain. Very important plains, that is Great Northern Plain is very important plains. Then we study that plains means that is a low flat land. Plateaus means just a high flat land, that is a plateaus. At the same time, plains means low flat land. If the low flat land along the coast is called coastal plains. This coastal is the place that the land part meet the seas. The land part meet the seas. That is a coastal. Or we say beach. Can you see that beach? Do you like to see the beach? Going to beach? Okay? Okay, fine. The important beach, Marina Beach is there. Isn't it? Okay, now listen here. This low flat land along the coast is called coastal plain. Then we study that desert. What is desert? Let's see, you know very well. Desert is the dry land which receives little or no rainfall year after year. Not a year, year after year. There is no rain, otherwise very little rain. That is it, deserts. These are also important geographical forms on the earth. That is, there are two main kinds of deserts. That is, hot deserts and cold desert. What is hot deserts? Hot deserts are sandy. Yeah, desert means also sandy, windy, and very hot and very dry. That is a desert. So two types of desert is there. That is first one hot desert and another cold desert. What is hot desert? Hot deserts are sandy, windy, hot and very dry. The largest desert, the Sahara in North Africa, is hot and sandy desert. Sahara in North, which is the largest desert? That is a Sahara in North Africa. Sahara, and it lies in the continent North Africa. It is a very hot and sandy desert, Sahara Desert. The strong winds in sandy deserts blow the sand into a huge and hills called sand dunes. What's sand dunes? Sand dune means that is actually sand. How it means? The strong winds in sandy deserts, the strong winds in sandy deserts blow the sand into huge and hills called sand dunes. Okay, ma? What is sand dunes? The strong winds blow the sand into huge and hills. Sandy deserts blow the sand into huge and hills is called sand dunes. Okay, the strong wind blow, so this sand form a just a kill like. Okay, some deserts like the Gobi Desert in Asia or rocky, large area of the land that are always remain frozen or called cold desert. What is a cold desert? Hot desert means it is so hot, dry, windy. That is a characteristic feature of hot desert. Desert means that part of land receives water, receives rain. Here, very okay, ma'am. Then we study that some other geographical forms. First, we have learned that major geographical forms, that is continents, oceans and seas, and mountains, hills and valleys, rivers, plateaus and plains, deserts. Okay. Then next we have studied that some other geographical forms. Some other geographical forms, that is island, lake, isthmus, strait. These are some other geographical forms, that is peninsula and bay. Okay, ma? Okay. Okay, that is today's portion. Okay, now listen here. What is island? Do you know island, ma? Yes, an island is a piece of land. Isn't it? An island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on all sides. At the middle land part, and it is fully covered by land. Middle land part, and it is fully covered by water on all sides. That is called island. These are the geographical forms. Okay, these are also geographical forms. Okay, then Australia is an island continent. Australia, 7 continents. That is, one of the continents is Australia. This Australia is an island continent. Okay, a group of islands found close together is called archipelago. Archipelago. Okay, A group of islands found close together is called archipelago. The Lakshadweep island is in the Arabian Sea in an archipelago. Okay. So, first of all, you need to understand what is island. What is island, ma? Do you know? Yeah, an island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on all sides. Okay, that is a island. What is island? If we say India has two group of islands located off east and west coasts. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands lying in the Bay of Bengal. The Lakshadweep Islands lying in the Arabian Sea. Okay. So, now listen here. What is island? An island is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on all sides. That is island. Can you understand, ma? Island means what? Can you understand? Clear it? Okay, very fine. Then, what is a lake? Lake means what? Lake is a large body of water surrounded by all sides by land. This lake is a large body of water surrounded by all sides of the land. Lake you already know, isn't it? Lake. The continent of North America has many large lakes. North America, that is a continent. One of the continent, the name of the continent is North America, has many large lakes. Okay. Caspian Sea in Asia is the world's largest lake. Caspian Sea in Asia is the world's largest lake. It is so large that it is called a sea. Smaller water bodies surrounded by land are called ponds. Ponds, do you know ponds? Smaller water bodies surrounded by land are called ponds. This large water body is called lakes. Okay, these are the other geographical forms. So, what is land? What is island? An island is a piece of land surrounded by water on all sides. Land part is surrounded by water on all sides. That is a island. What is lake? Lake is a large body of water surrounded on all sides of the land. Okay. Then we study isthmus. What is isthmus? Say the spelling. I-S-T-H-M-U-S. Repeat, Seema. I-S-T-H-M-U-S. Yeah. Now listen here. An isthmus is a narrow strip of land which joins two large parts of the land. What is isthmus? Do you know? An isthmus is a narrow strip of land. Okay, ma? Isthmus is a narrow strip, very not in the broad. It is very narrow, opposite of a broad. It's a narrow. So, an isthmus means that structure is very narrow strip of land which joins together, which joins two larger parts of the land. Can you understand? What is isthmus? That is, isthmus is a large, not large, it is a narrow strip of land which joins two large parts of land. The continents of North America and South America are joined by an isthmus called Isthmus of Panama. Can you understand, ma? What is isthmus? Say now. Yeah. An isthmus is a narrow strip of land. It is not very broad, not stretched, not extended. It is very small only. So it is narrow strip of land. but it joins two large parts of the land. For example, the continents of North America and South America are joined by an isthmus called Isthmus of Panama. Isthmus of Panama. Okay? Okay, ma. Now listen here. Next we study that other geographical forms. Today we have learned that island, land, isthmus. So island means you know, land means you know, land means you know, then isthmus also we study that. Next strait. What's the spelling? S-T-R-A-I-T, strait. Sometimes a narrow stretch of the sea flows between two large land areas. What happened, ma? Sometimes a narrow stretch of the sea flows between two large land areas. This stretch of water joining two large expanses of sea is called a strait. That is, it is also joined to large expanse of sea. Okay. So, what is that isthmus? What is the difference between isthmus and strait? Isthmus means is a narrow strip of land which joins two large part of the land. It is also very narrow strip of land which joins the two large parts of the land. That is a isthmus. Strait means narrow stretch of the sea flows between two large land areas. It is also narrow strip of sea flows between two large land areas. Like that isthmus. Isthmus means also narrow strip of land part. Here narrow stretch of the sea, water part. Can you understand, ma? Isthmus means that is narrow strip of land. But at the same time strait means narrow stretch of sea flows between two large. Here also joins two large parts of the land. Can you understand? Okay. Next class also we will continue this some other geographical forms. Today I will give some of the book exercise. You study it. Okay, ma? Okay, fine. Don't, dear children, don't move unnecessary to go outside. Keep quiet. Stay at home. Obey your parents and study well. And doubt means you ask me. Okay, fine. Okay, ma? Okay.